Hi my loves. So today I decided I'm gonna do a talk through video. I've never done a talk through video on my channel before, so I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I've come to the realization that voiceovers are literally my nightmare. I hate doing voiceovers. I cannot stand voiceovers, and that's like the #1 reason why it takes me forever to upload videos, because I'm dreading doing a voiceover. So I figured, let's just do a talk through, and whatever I say in this video, I say in this video, and whatever happens, happens. So yeah, and I got a new microphone, so hopefully you're not going to hear any of the background noise that's going on in the background, even though I'm home alone, so unless there's a ghost here, and then we're going to hear some crazy shit. Today I just wanted to do like a chill, get ready with me type of video, even though after I'm done I'm gonna go watch Scandal. Yeah, rewatching Scandal again because I'm not obsessed. So I don't want to do anything really dramatic. I want to do something like typical for the average woman to create. And yeah, so it could be like a holiday type of video, or like a Thanksgiving, since that's tomorrow. Hopefully I can get this video up in time. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I don't know if I want to start with my face first or my eyes first, but I feel like I'm going to do... Why is this eyelash coming out? Why is it growing like that? Okay, I fixed it. That kind of scared the shit out of me. I was like, my eyelash is coming out. I've been using castor oil on my eyelashes because I saw Kathleen using it to grow back her eyelashes. So I was like, I don't want to do that. So I ordered the same one that she ordered on Amazon, and I don't know, call me crazy, but I think they look longer. They look longer when I apply mascara, so I mean, I don't know, you guys will see, whatever. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna moisturize my dry ass lips. I'm just using this like old ass Nivea whatever chapstick. So yeah. Okay, so like I said 5 times already, I'm going to do something simple. I kind of want to focus this look around the lips and then keep the eyes very like minimal, whatever. So yeah, I think I'm going to start with my face first. I figure I can just do like a, since this is going to be like a quick kind of video, I can show you guys my foundation routine. My last foundation routine that I did like a year ago, oh my god, that was the worst video I've ever posted in my entire life. I had so many comments on that video saying like, you look washed out, your video is like, you're cut off in half of the part of the video, we don't even know what you're doing, your voiceover's too low, you can't even hear what you're saying. So I'm like, you know what, okay, I get it, I hear ya, I'm gonna redo it. So I got a new camera a long time ago. That old camera I was using was just, you know, trial and error, people, trial and error. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start this foundation. My nose keeps running too, so if you see like it just start dripping, this is real life. So I'm just going to use this Cover FX mattifying primer with the acne treatment in it. I got the little one from Sephora because I didn't want to spend full price on the big one, so I got the little one that was up at the counter. You know, I'm a cheap bitch. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And please excuse my hands. I just self-tanned yesterday. I think I put a little bit too much on my hands, but you know, you live and you learn. Whatever. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. As you can see, Mama's got a lot of acne. You know, don't know what the issue is, but you know, no one's perfect. Everybody's got problems. So this is my problem. I got acne. Okay. So I did that, and then I'm going to use this Makeupforever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer. I'm going to use this like right in this area because that's where I have large pores, and I'm going to focus some of it on my cheeks because I got acne there. So I'm just going to press this into the skin, bring it down on my smile lines, and then whatever I have left, I'll just like tap it on my cheek area and then in between my forehead. But since I am self-tanned, I'm going to use these 3 because I'm high maintenance. I'm I'm going to use the Makeupforever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. I'm in the shade Y123. And then I'm going to use the Born This Way foundation in Warm Beige. And then I'm going to use the Fx Oil Free Foundation in, I don't know, because it wore off, so. Okay. Just like this. Whatever. And then I'm going to take one pump of the Born This Way foundation. And then I have to shake this one because I'm like running out of it. And I'm just going to, what the heck? Put that like right next to it like that. Well, then I'm going to mix it up. You guys don't have to do this. This is just personal preference. You can use one foundation and that is plenty. But I like to go the extra mile. Just gonna put this all over my face. Okay. So now I'm gonna take my, I just washed it and it's like shedding, so I'm hoping that it's not, the little hairs are not going to get all over my face. But I'm using the Morphe M439 brush, and I'm going to spray a little bit of my Skindinavia finishing spray on it. You don't have to do that, but I just like to. And then I just pat in my foundation like so. I really like this brush. Because it doesn't steal any of your product, and it really pats it into your skin and gives you a nice full coverage without looking cakey. So yeah, I just pat. I'm not swiping, I'm just patting the foundation into my skin. Then I make sure I get up in my hairline and in between my eyes right here. And whatever I have left, and bring it down here. You can also put it on your ears if you don't want to have like a line of demarcation. I always put it on my ears, and then I blend like whatever's left on the brush down my neck. You know. I'm just gonna go over my foundation just to pick up any excess that's laying on the skin. I always like doing this because sometimes when the brush, with just the brush, you can get like brush strokes, or you can get, you know, some unevenness and some cakiness like around your nose area. So I just go over everything with the Beauty Blender. And sometimes because I'm extra, I'll take another little stripe right here on my cheek. 2, let's be real. Maybe 3. Whatever. And then I'll just go back in with the Beauty Blender and just tap that right on this area, because that's my problem area. And I want to make sure that that is covered. Next is concealer. Oh fuck, I think I just like blew a booger out of my nose. Whatever. So I'm going to take a mixture of these two. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly. And then this is the Urban Decay Weightless Naked Concealer in Light Warm. So I'm just going to mix these two together because this is a little bit too light for me because I tanned. So yeah, that's a little too light. And I'm going to put 3 stripes. 1 down my nose. And then 3 in the forehead, on my cupid's bow, and then on my chin. And then I'm going to take the Light Warm Urban Decay, and I'm just going to put that right on top. I'm almost out of this, so just using what I have left. I'll wrap it around my nose too, because you can get redness right in there. And then I'll put the rest on my chin. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my damp Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to blend this out. want to make sure that you're patting, you're not like dragging it on your skin, because that's really going to defeat the purpose and it's just going to move all of that concealer that you put down. So just make sure that you are patting it in, and I go in and out so that it's not going to settle in one area under my eyes. You always want to make sure that you get in between your eye and your nose, because sometimes you can miss foundation in that area and then it just looks really weird. So the number one thing to not have your concealer crease under your eyes is to set it. So there's a couple options you can use to set your under eye concealer. You can just use a translucent powder. Where's my translucent powder? You can use like the RCMA No color powder. This is going to be really good to set underneath your eyes, or you can bake it. You can just use like a damp beauty blender and just apply a lot of powder under your eyes, and that's going to make it like bulletproof. That way like your concealer is not going to crease throughout the day, and it's going to stay that way throughout the entire day. Or you can use like the Mercia Secret Brightening Powder. This is kind of got a little color to it. It just brightens up your under eyes. It's not going to like make it like a stark white powder, but it's going to give it some life and not just like a translucent powder. Or you can go in with like something like this. This is MAC Pro Emphasize. You can get this at MAC.com or MAC Pro stores. You can't get it at like the counters, like at Macy's or anything like that. So you can either order it online or you can get it at a pro store. So this is just like an all over white powder, like as you can see. So yeah, this is just going to really help brighten those areas. I think I'm going to use the Mercia Secret Brightening Powder, and then I'll top it off a little bit with the MAC Pro Emphasize. This e.l.f. blush brush, this is like my favorite brush to set underneath my eyes. Since I've been talking, I'm just going to go over it one more time just to make sure that it hasn't started to crease, because you really want to make sure that you set your under eye concealer as soon as you're done applying the concealer. Otherwise it'll start settling in those little lines that we all have under our eyes. So I'm just going to take the powder and I dust some of it off, and then I go directly I'll go in with the MAC Pro Emphasize Shaping Powder, and I'll just take a little bit, dust off the excess, and then just tap that right under my eye. You don't want to use too much of this because it kind of can defeat the purpose, and it can kind of make your under eyes look a little crepey, so a little bit is all you need. And then to highlight other areas of the face, I'll just go back in with that powder, take a little bit, and put it on my chin. And then in between my forehead, or in between my eyebrows and on my forehead. You have to set your entire face. That's just personal preference. Because I am more normal to combination oily, I do like to set my face, otherwise my foundation will start to move throughout the day, and then I can get kind of oily in my T-zone area and like on my chin and around my nose. So just to not have that happen, I like to set my face. So I'm going to mix these two together and apply it on the rest of my face just to set my makeup so it doesn't move throughout the day. I'm going to use this Morphe brush. I taped it because the ferrule like came off. This was in like a collection, like what's it called? Like a self-made, like it was already put together and it came with a bunch of different brushes. So I'm just going to use it. It doesn't have a number or anything on it, so I'm just going to pat some of that into the light plus, or the medium plus, and a little bit into the deep. And then just apply that to my skin. I like to pat to like set it so that it doesn't move. When you set your face makeup, it's just going to help your bronzer and like contour, blush, all that go on a lot smoother, so that it doesn't like cling to any patches that are still wet from the foundation. So I always like to go over my foundation with powder. That's just me. And these Mineralize skin finishes, these are very light coverage, and it does have like a satin kind of finish to it, so it's not completely matte. So it doesn't really look like you're wearing powder. It just sets everything so that nothing's going to move throughout the day. And it just gives you like a nice glow. So I really like those powders. If you want like full ass coverage, like don't get me wrong, I like to use this too. I would go with the MAC Studio Fix powder. It looks like this. This is actually a full coverage foundation, so you're technically not supposed to use liquid foundation under this. This is supposed to be used just alone as a full coverage powder, but you know, I break the rules. So I do use liquid foundation and then use that as a setting powder on top, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use this brush by Morphe. This is the M530. It looks like this. It's just a big fluffy brush, and I like using this for contour. So I'm just going to put a little bit, tap off the excess, and then start back here. So I'm just going in the hollows of my cheeks, and then I go up on my hairline, on my temples, and then up here. Favorite bronzer of life, whether I am tan or not, is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This bronzer literally smells like a pina colada. And it smells amazing. It's the best smelling bronzer I've ever put on my face, and I love it. So I'm just going to use this MAC 187 Duo Fiber brush. I absolutely love this brush for just all over bronzing. It's my fave. So I'm just going to pick some of that up and tap off the excess, and then just go over that contour. And then bring it down here. Next is blush. My favorite blush during this time of year, and pretty much all year round, is MAC Warm Soul. I think this looks beautiful on a variety of skin tones, whether you're super light or super dark. I think this will work for you. I absolutely love this blush. It's my favorite. I use that on the Morphe E4 brush. This is my favorite blush brush ever. Okay, I'm just going to pick that up. Tap off the excess. Pat the blush in. I don't like to swipe it. I'll pat it first to deposit the color there, and then I'll start sweeping it back. So now I'm just going to bake underneath my contour and stuff just to clean it up a little bit. This is like my favorite thing to do when I do my makeup, because I just feel like it looks so clean and sharp and makes everything really come together. But that's just personal preference. You guys can totally skip on this. It's just what I like to do. And I'm going to use the Morphe M459 brush. It looks like this. It's perfect for baking. Absolutely amazing. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that RCMA No color powder in the cap, and I'm just going to tap that in there and bake. So I'm just going to let that sit, and I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera. I cannot stand my brows. I really don't have brows. It's been a long time coming with my brows, and I've been really contemplating. Me and my mom both want to do microblading because we hate our eyebrows. Like, we totally fuck them up, but I mean, like, that's life. Everybody at one point will fuck up their eyebrows. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just did my brows off camera. If you guys want to see a brow tutorial, just let me know and I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. But I just felt like I just wanted this tutorial to be like skin focused. So if you guys want to see the brows, just let me know in the comments. Okay, so now I've had this bake on since I've been doing my brows. So about like 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and dust this off. And then you can see it cleaned up that contour and just made it a lot more smooth. The part is highlight. So So you guys can go a lot of different ways with highlighter. You can highlight just like your cheekbones. You can highlight the center of your cheeks. You can highlight your entire face. Whatever you want to do. What I like to do for like a glow, because I do like looking very glowy and kind of dewy even though I am on the oily side. So I do use powders to create that look for myself. So I'm going to take this Morphe M438 brush. It's just like a tapered brush like this. And I'm going to use the Hourglass powders. They look like this, or you can get them in the separate little things. But I got the palette because it's got 3 different colors that you can use. And I'm just going to tap in the middle, the center one, and then I'll take a little bit of this one. And then I'll dust it off. And I'm going to go directly under my eyes. So you can see the light and the glow that gives. You only want to use a little bit of these because it can do the opposite effect on you and kind of make it look crepey. So I just use a little bit. Okay, so now for the highlight on my cheekbones. I really love this highlighter by Laura Mercier. It is the Highlight Matte Radiance Baked Powder in 01 Highlight. I really like this if you have like textured skin because it's very finely milled and it's like baked. So it's not going to really accentuate any texture that you might have on your cheekbones. I'm going to take the Anastacia A23 brush. This is her highlight brush. And I'm going to dip it into the powder and go directly on the cheekbones. So you can see the glow that gives. It's so pretty. Put it up here, right above the brow to lift the brow. I like putting it in the middle for like an all-over glow effect. Put a little bit on my nose. I love a nose highlight. I think it's so pretty. It's not for everybody though. A little bit on Cupid's bow. And then a little on the chin. If you have an oily chin, you probably you probably don't want to do that, highlighting your chin, because it can look a little dewy. But I'm oily and I like doing it, so whatever. For a little extra glow, you can totally leave it like this. It still looks absolutely beautiful. But I'm extra, so I'm going to go the extra mile. And I'm going to use the Anastacia Glow Kit. It looks like this. It's got 4 highlights in there. Absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, I have a really strong bond with this one right here. I hit pan, but it's all good. So I'm going to mix this one with the one right under it. You can see all the fallout, Jesus. Okay, just wait. It's real, guys. Oh, so pretty. Last thing that I do is I use the Skindinavia Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. They have a bunch of different ones. They have the regular one that doesn't have oil control. I got the oil control one because, you know, mama's oily. And then they have bridal, or they have another one. I'm not sure what it is though, but I'm just going to use this just to make sure that my makeup's going to last all day. And yes, so I'm just going to spray this. So this is what the skin looks like. Very highlighted and glowy and bronzy. Exactly what I was going for. I'll zoom you in a little bit more so you can see the highlight. I absolutely love this skin. This is like my go-to skin when I want to look like flawless and I want my makeup to last all day and I want to look really nice and glowy. So yes. So I'm just going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Ugh. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This probably was all over the place because that's just me. I'm all over the place. You guys will get used to it real quick, but just throwing it out there. My first talk through video. I actually like really like it. I think it's fun, like just sitting here. I feel like I'm talking to my friends. You know, like I'm just talking about makeup and like all kinds of fun girly things and stuff like that. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was very informative for you guys, and I hope you guys learned a little bit along the way. So yeah, this is my updated foundation routine and basically like my go-to fall makeup look. This is definitely going to be like a look that I will wear out even though I don't go anywhere, but like if it's a special occasion or like Thanksgiving or you know anything like that, I would definitely be wearing this like going out. I think it's very beautiful and very glowy and just very, you know, fall appropriate. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will leave all the products and everything down below in the description bar if you're curious on what I used in the video, along with my Instagram and Twitter if you guys would like to follow me. That would be great. I would love if you guys followed me. And I will see you in my next